Astrology aesthetic. From the stars we came, into the stars we rise. Oh.
Welcome to Astrology Aesthetic, the space where you claim your power, align with your purpose, and remember who you really are. I'm Kiki, and today we've got Clay with us yet again.
Hey guys.
So today is Astrology 101.
I'm excited for this.
So we're going to be breaking down truthfully, this could feel like a lot, but we're going to be breaking down the three aspects of a birth chart, which are the planets, the houses, and the zodiac signs.
On a high level. So it sounds like a lot, but we're just going high level, get you familiar with it, what they mean.
Let's dip our toes in.
Yeah.
Come feel the water, it's warm. So I have an analogy for us to make this easier and more fun, because that's what it deserves to be, because it is. So, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, your birth chart is your life's cookbook. Okay? So the planets are the ingredients, the houses are the meals, like the courses. Okay?
Okay.
And the zodiac signs are the flavor profile. So
Okay.
like the flavors, okay? So you have every planet, every house, every zodiac in a variety of ways, right? Your birth chart looks different than mine, but we all have the same things. They just show up different. That's what we're going to be unpacking, how to read all of that. But the basics are planets are the ingredients, houses are the courses, zodiacs are the flavor profiles.
Okay. I think I got it.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's dive in.
We're going to start with the planets. So we're going to go through one by one.
How many planets total are there?
Okay. So in astrology, the planets are often referred to as, the core planets with the song that you learned that one time.
Oh, like elementary is
Yeah.
cool. Don't remember it, but
and
yes.
then, like, Pluto got kicked out and then invited back in.
Yeah,
So, it's like that number has been
pineapple.
subject to change, but today we're going over 10. So
10.
that includes the moon, which it's not technically.
Okay, but for
But for
astrology purposes,
when
there
we
are 10
planets. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start with the sun. So in the meal, because again, the planets are the ingredients, the sun is your protein in the meal. You build the whole plate around the protein, okay? So the sun itself governs your core identity, ego, and the essence of who you are. So
The sun's a big deal.
it's a big deal. And that's often why people know when they talk about astrology or your sun sign or what's your zodiac sign, that's the sun sign. That's the one you get because of the date you were born.
Okay.
Okay? So in this analogy, the heart of the dish, and think things like steak or salmon or tofu type vibe. Okay?
Protein.
Yep. Now the moon is fat. It's flavor, butter. It adds richness. It's the comfort. That's the emotional body of the dish. The moon itself rules your emotions, instincts, and your inner world. Okay? And those are, two of the big three. So we'll talk about big three later on, but those two are really important.
Okay.
Okay.
So sun, protein, moon, your fats, richness, representing the emotional side versus sun's more your core, your ego.
Yeah, personality. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to keep going. Mercury, that's the zest in the dish, okay? It's the bite that gives it personality or the sharpness. So Mercury itself governs your thinking and communication. It's how you process information.
Okay.
Venus is the sweetness. So that's like it smooths and enriches the dish. It's an indulgent, it's a pleasure. Venus itself, as the planet, rules love, relationships, beauty, money, what brings you pleasure.
That one's going to be easy to remember with the sweet
Yes.
pleasure.
Yes.
Yep.
See, thank you. You see what you're doing here?
Yes, I like that.
Okay, Mars. It's spice. So that is the energy that drives the dish. It brightens it up, okay? Mars as a planet governs your drive, ambition, courage, and how you assert yourself. So this is like how you take action.
Okay.
Okay? And again, that we know that we're moving kind of fast and going through it. This is very surface level. We're going to be diving into these in depth in the next few episodes. So
Yeah, I'm telling you how to apply them. And,
yes.
And the juicy details of
So,
how to cook
just
from your cookbook of astrology.
Exactly. All right.
Sorry.
No. We love a good analogy. Okay, Jupiter. That's the carb or the grain of the dish. So it expands and fills, right? That's the satisfying base to your dish, okay? In astrology, Jupiter rules growth, expansion, luck, learning, and abundance. So if you have the most of something in your dish, it's probably carbs, especially a rice dish.
Yeah, and satisfying goes along with satisfaction, which would come from abundance, luck, expansion. Those growth really is.
Right, an abundance of more than just finances. I know that's usually where the mind goes with abundance is wealth, but and just a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Okay. Saturn is the salt. So it's the stabilizer, structural flavor that balances and preserves the dish, right? So in astrology, it also does the same thing as a planet. It governs discipline, structure, responsibility, accountability, and boundaries. So we're cooking.
Okay.
Pun intended. Okay, how are we feeling so far?
It is a lot. It's hard to keep straight, but I think the important point is just if you don't know them already, if you're not familiar, you're going to have some level of repetition. Maybe, look at these online, and as you see them and use them too, I think it'll stick easier, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and that's the point we're going to get you to is this application learning, but we've got to learn what we're going to be applying first. So, doing great. We've got 3 more to go.
All right.
So, Uranus is the bitter or surprising or unconventional flavor that shakes things up. So, Uranus itself in astrology rules innovation, sudden changes, originality, and rebellion. This is the one that's good for the plot in both your recipe book in cooking and also in astrology. It's so good for the plot.
That is interesting.
Neptune is a floral or aromatic. So think like lavender or something, okay? So it's subtle, dreamy notes that either soften or enrich or mystify the dish. That's very Neptune coded because Neptune itself governs intuition, imagination, dreams, and spiritual connection. And then lastly, we have Pluto, which is the acid of a dish. So it in a dish deeply is like it transforms flavors. It's shifting the character of the dish, and what Pluto itself does as a planet, it rules transformation, power, deep change, and personal evolution.
Okay, those last 3 are kind of seem kind of like heavyweights as well, and what they kind of are associated with.
For sure. Those last 4, for sure. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Yeah. They're big players in a different way, and we will dive way more into that.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Right. The next big category.
The houses, or otherwise known as the courses.
Okay, and this is the pie, right? 12 of them.
Yeah.
Split across the sky.
Yep, exactly. It's your own little pizza or cake or whatever you want to cut into 12 pieces to remember your birth chart. So the houses, because there's 12 and they are the ones that govern the different pieces of your life, we're going to go through the dish and then what piece of your life that is, okay? So first house is like the appetizer. It's the first impression. Think, chips and salsa at a Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
So the first house itself governs your identity, appearance, and the energy you project. So also, this is where, your rising sign is. And we'll dive into that when we go in depth on the houses.
So your first house is your rising sign. Okay.
Yes, always. Second house is the side dish. So that's what sustains you. So think side salad or cup of fruit type of side dish, okay? So the second house supports your values, possessions, and financial security. It's the foundation that nourishes your life. Okay. Third house is the hors d'oeuvres, the quick, versatile, and lively pieces of, a recipe book and a meal. Yep. So the third house covers communication, learning, and your immediate surroundings. So think like, grocery store or just nearby. Okay. Fourth house is a home-cooked dish, deeply personal, comforting. The fourth house in astrology represents the home, your family roots, and emotional foundation. Okay, we're going to take a breather. How's everyone doing?
I feel like, it's going to take some repetition, but...
Yeah, it's a lot.
It'll make more sense.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
But it absolutely will make more sense. And the biggest thing to lean into is right now, just remind yourself you're getting the sampler of literally every piece of astrology right now. Like,
it's true.
This is everything. Okay? So we're at the buffet and we're really going for it.
Probably have to go back for second plates as well.
Absolutely coming back for more. So we're going to keep going. The fifth house is dessert. Okay? It's creative, it's joyful, it's indulgent. So in astrology, the fifth house is associated with romance, hobbies, creativity, and self-expression. It's also the house of inner child, which as a kid, dessert, right? Yep. So the sixth house is meal prep, practical and routine oriented. So this is the house that governs work, health, daily habits, and service. It's the structured foundation that keeps life running smoothly.
Okay.
So hence the meal prepping. Because I know when I meal prep, my life runs a lot smoother.
It's true. Keeps me fed usually.
Right, exactly.
Busy days.
So the seventh house is the shared platter. So this is meant to be shared with others, right? So the seventh house itself rules relationships, marriages, and close one-on-one relationships. So this isn't just about dating. This is about business partnerships, close, one-on-one contact type things.
It's really probably like the majority of your relationships. Maybe not your acquaintances.
Yes.
Anybody you'd say is more than an acquaintance.
Yes. Eighth house, slow cook dish. It's intense and transformative. So think like a crock pot item, okay? The eighth house covers intimacy, shared resources, and personal transformation.
Okay.
How are we feeling?
We got this.
We do. You all got it. You're doing great, Starseeds. Okay. Ninth house is international cuisine. So expansive, adventurous things, okay? The ninth house itself governs higher learning, travel, philosophy, and spiritual growth. I love the ninth house.
Yeah, and that's how I'm associating these really well, like international travel, cuisine, right? Like, obviously travel is one of them, but like a lot of times too on trips, you grow, you learn things.
Yeah, you're putting it together really well. I love that. The analogy's working. Okay, 10th house. 10th house is like your signature dish, okay? So in astrology, it represents career and public image, but it's also about like your reputation, your ambitions, and your life direction. So the 10th house is kind of they're all big deals, but this is one of those society has taught us is a big deal.
Yeah, that checks.
So the 11th house is the potluck, okay? Experimental and social. So this rules friendships, social networks, and collective goals, like bite-sized dishes meant to be shared and explored with others. So this is more of that friendship category, the
Okay.
social gathering. A lot of star seeds are going to find themselves in this 11th house with us,
Okay.
right? We would be in their 11th house and vice versa. Like,
Okay.
here's
So
how we
maybe
show up.
then jumping back to the seventh house, the shared platter.
Yeah.
Which was also, we discussed like relationships, but those are specifically
Yeah.
close ties.
Yep.
This is more general.
Yeah.
Socialness. Okay.
And there's crossover in both, and we can dive into that real soon. Okay, and the best / last, save the best for last. I love the 12th house. The 12th house is the secret recipe. So in astrology, it represents the subconscious, spirituality, secrets, and private matter. So this is where a lot of shadow work happens. And I love shadow work. So you'll get to unpack that with us
That's exciting.
really soon. Take a breath, everyone. We made it through all 12
Okay.
houses.
12 houses.
How do you feel about that?
I feel good. Do you, for people that might be overwhelmed,
Yeah.
have a recommendation on maybe different ways to help absorb these?
Yeah.
Just getting knowledge with what it is, what it represents, or what planet it, what
Yeah.
it represents, besides just repetition, I guess.
For sure. So with the planets and houses specifically, I would pick one that calls to you.
Oh, okay.
And it's not about learning them in order. It's not about, okay, well, let's learn it in A, B, C, D. It's absolutely pick one that interests you, pick one that's calling you, because there's absolutely something to learn from that.
Okay.
And so once you kind of nail that, the gist of it down, because there's so much. We learn in layers, we absorb better by practicing, but familiarize yourself with that one that you feel called to, and then you'll just...
I like that. Then you can add on it
Yeah.
over time, and probably other ones will make more sense because it's not the same characteristics
Yeah.
as the sun. Or,
Yeah.
like,
And I'm going to be so for real. I still Google what houses hold what energy. It's a lot. Like I've been studying this stuff and learning it for some time now, but I still will Google and look it up. Like, what is the 8th house again? Like,
so memorization's
transformation.
not important. It's more just
no, because we have
yourself.
a literal access to readily available information. So don't feel pressured to have all of this down right now. It'll come with time. Do you feel better
Yeah,
about
that
that?
helps.
Okay, we're good.
I feel more confident in the.
Yeah, as you should. It's really exciting. Okay,
Right.
now the last piece.
The signs.
The signs and the flavor profile. So this is where it actually gets really fun, because each sign has their own energy, okay? And I want to emphasize something that often gets overlooked in astrology. We are all every sign.
Wait, what?
So
I thought I was a Libra.
I know, right? So it's actually when you're born and it generates that birth chart, that circle holds all 12 houses, it holds all the planets, and it holds all the signs.
Okay.
So obviously there's not as many planets as there are houses. So some will be, air quotes, empty. That doesn't mean you don't have it. It just means it shows up in a way that may be more fluid for you. There's not a planet in there being like, this is what we wanted to learn, or this is how we wanted to show up. That house could just be more fluid.
Okay. That's helpful to know too.
Yeah, so you are all of these flavors, because again, it's the recipe book. Okay, let's go for it.
All right.
And we're starting with Aries. And the reason we start with Aries is because Aries is the beginning of the birth chart.
Oh, we're not going alphabetical order here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that actually it makes a big difference. So, Aries is chili flakes. Okay. Bold heat that hits for like leaves the tongue buzzing. You
Okay.
kind of get the gist. A little bit spicy. Taurus is cinnamon, warm, grounding. It's that sweetness you can always count on. Okay.
Okay.
Gemini is citrus zest, bright, quick, and impossible to ignore. Cancer is nutmeg, comforting, nourishing, and it is also nurturing and can be a bit strong. So it's like a hug in flavor form, Like you think nutmeg, are you thinking fall or Christmas?
Christmas.
It's family.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do we feel about those four?
Okay. I feel like we got them. And these are all the zodiacs or signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are interchangeable terms.
Yep. Zodiac and sign are the same thing. So anytime we're using that.
Gotcha.
Okay. So next up, we've got Leo. Leo is saffron. So it's a luxurious, radiant. I don't know if you've ever seen saffron. It's like a really bright red.
Yeah.
It's very impossible to
I saw
ignore.
that like on a trip to Egypt I went.
Yeah?
Yeah. And it was like, oh, wow.
Yep.
No idea.
Very Leo coded. And we'll go into that. Let's see. Virgo. Rosemary. Clean, sharp, focused with a touch of earthiness. And I love that for Virgo. Libra is vanilla bean. Smooth, balanced, makes everything better.
Vanilla bean happens to be my favorite flavor
Does
of
it?
ice cream. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
Love a
cute.
plain vanilla.
Because you're a Libra.
I'm a Libra.
I
That's
didn't
wild.
actually know that when I made this. That's cute.
That's why it's so funny.
Oh, okay. That's great. Scorpio. Scorpio is black truffle. So deep, mysterious, little bit goes a long way, and it's intensity that lingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Truffle, very intense.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy.
Right. And the last four are Sagittarius, which is ginger. It's bright, it's zesty, it's adventurous, and you add too much, it gets a little spicy. It can actually be really spicy. Capricorn is sea salt, so it's steady, it's essential, it's used in almost everything, and it's quietly powerful. So, right?
Yeah.
We've got Aquarius up next, and Aquarius is green tea. So it's refreshing, it's surprising, and it's ahead of its time. And the last is Pisces, which is lavender. Soft, dreamy, and a little magical, which, again, not everyone likes floral flavor. Again, there's not very many people that are going to love 100% of Aval, either the list or the combinations that it could make.
Okay.
You picking up what I'm
Tell
putting
me what
down
you mean
on?
by combinations.
So you get a Capricorn and a Libra in the same room. Okay, salt and vanilla bean. You mix the right amount, it can really work. But if one comes in too strong, the other one could feel bulldozed.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right?
Especially in the analogy, yeah, like too much of something, too much salt.
Too much of anything.
That's true, yeah.
So now, does it make sense why putting... So let's see, let's go back to the planets, right?
Okay.
We've got the ingredients
Right?
plus the houses.
The
Which is-
dishes,
Yeah, the courses.
courses.
Plus the flavor profile.
Okay.
So if you put the zodiac with the planet and put that in a specific house, you could have an appetizer, but I could have a secret menu item.
Oh, okay.
So it can show up differently depending on what time you were born, where you were born.
And how the
And when.
planets have shifted ever
Yes.
since then.
Yep.
Wow.
So over the next 3 episodes, we'll be spending more time on each of these sections individually. Again, this was just the astrology 101 of it. That's the whole, I was going to say the whole enchilada. I didn't, pun intended. That's the whole thing together. And every course, every flavor, it's unique to you. Like, I'm not going to have the exact same, starseed chart or birth chart as every other Virgo out there because I'm not supposed to. I'm going to have a lot of similarities to it.
That makes sense, though. Yeah, and like you were saying before, I guess even if your sun sign is, your Libra, or the sign that people think is the only sign that matters in astrology, if you don't know astrology, like
right.
me not long ago, would have like a different, even if somebody in the same room is that same sun sign.
Yeah.
Other planets would be at different,
very different
places, unless you were born at the exact same time and place, basically,
right? Right. So
okay,
it's pretty cool. So for starseeds, what that means for you specifically is this is all layering your soul's mission, and it shows the energies you came here to master. So think there are dishes here you're meant to master. And if you think about culinary school, they're teaching you how to use the equipment before you're actually working on a beef Wellington. Okay? So that's what we're doing right now is we're teaching you the tools so that you can get to this point of mastery.
So I don't burn the dishes.
Yeah, absolutely. And transparently, there will be times where you do, but that's how you learn. So it's really great. And if you're feeling inspired to carry today's energy with you, Astrology aesthetic pieces are perfect for that, and the link is in bio. As always, repeat after me. I am my power sent from the stars.
I am my power sent from the stars.
Period. We will catch you next time when we're diving into the planets.
Okay.
Bye.